Well, the basketball season came to an end tonight, but one sport wrapped up their season last Sunday, the National Hockey League. The San Jose Sharks and the Pittsburgh Penguins playing in the Stanley Cup Final. Now, for the Sharks, it was their first trip to the Cup in 25 years of the franchise. For the Pens, the first time since 2009. Now, the Pittsburgh Penguins captured their fourth Stanley Cup, beating the San Jose Sharks in 6 games. Penguins captain Sidney Crosby was awarded the Conn Smythe Trophy, which is given to the MVP of the playoffs. We caught up with the voice of the Florida Panthers, former NHL player and Boca Raton resident Randy Moller, who tells us Sid the Kid has become one of the all-time greats.
I think it just proves that he is one of the top players, not only right now, but his legacy. He will be considered one of the greatest players to ever play the game. This was a Pittsburgh Penguins hockey club that needed his leadership and needed the best player, their best player, which is Sidney Crosby, to lead them in the playoffs, and he certainly did. Great players turn into great leaders and vice versa, and there's no surprise that he won the Conn Smythe Trophy, that's for sure.
Now, speaking of the Panthers, Moller witnessed one of the best seasons in franchise history. The Caps taking home the Atlantic Division and finishing with the most points and wins in a season for the team. And for Moller, looking at the Panthers and the Stanley Cup champion Penguins, he sees a lot of similarities.
The Panthers can compare to a lot of these great young teams, and including the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Panthers, as mentioned, have their nucleus is quite young. Alexander Barkov's only 20 years old, and of course Aaron Ekblad, 19, 20 years old. Vincent Trocheck. They have a lot of great young players. Jonathan Huberdeau goes on, and this team, this young nucleus, is going to stay together for a long time, and we believe that they are going to turn into a championship team.